Happy holiday message. From somebody. And I'm back. Oh, did I? I'm dropping frames. Oh, sorry about that. Oh man. It must be when Twitch is high volume or something. Thanks for letting me know though. I archive these. Some I don't make visible publicly, but some but I do archive everything on YouTube. Uh, and there are times when I'm streaming like this, for the whole stream, I'll have 4 or 5 sections where it stopped and started again without me knowing it, because I really don't watch. I do see I have a little indication that I have an alert, which means I'm dropping frames. A lot in the last 2 minutes. A minute ago. Shoot. Doggone it. I hope it works now. Good morning, Nuts. You just woke up. Well, go get your beverage. Your motor starter. Let's see. I woke about 6:45 this morning. That's about normal for me. If I'm not up by 7 o'clock, I'm gonna be up, because Newman will not let me go past that to have his breakfast. He has various ways of getting me out of bed. One of them is just circling head to foot, head to foot, head to foot around me. The other one is sitting right by my face and staring at me. And the third one, in absolute, you're not paying attention mode, is very gently touching my eye, which of course is closed. So he is prompt when he wants his breakfast promptly, on time. Uh-oh, you left your coffee on the counter. Uh-oh. I didn't bring any coffee with me. However, I've been eating chocolate-covered espresso beans. I haven't had any this morning. I was eating them yesterday afternoon while I was working on the computer. I get those from Trader Joe's. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Trader Joe's, but it was something that I became acquainted with out in California. And they have expanded across the country, and we do have one in the big city near us here. So I go periodically. It's I call it an international market. It's not like your standard grocery store at all. Plus, they have a wine store attached to it, so occasionally I go to that and pick up different wines. They had a tradition of what they called $2 Chuck. I did not make that name up. They had bottles of wine that they sold for $2. That was back in the day. I don't know what they are now. Nobody refers to it anymore. It used to be something they actually put on their, little sign, right? Because that's what everybody referred to it as. Um, Not the wine bottle, but a sign where they sold it. So, anyway, they still have inexpensive wines, but more importantly, what I do is try different varieties of Merlot. Why do my hobbies have similar words? Merino, Merlot, what the heck? You know what I mean. That's funny. That I've never caught that before. Anyway, I like to drink Merlot, so I get some bottles of that for fun sometimes. But yeah, last time I went, I got chocolate covered espresso beans, and you think you're going to chew up coffee beans. I don't know what they do. They must process them somehow that they're like a crunchy nut. Technically, they're a bean. I mean, dried beans can be really hard, so they must be processing them some way. So we have no plans away from home today. We're going to stay home. But we desperately need to mow, so I am going to mow this afternoon. Hubby really wants to do some cleaning on the front porch. He's got some pieces of wood that he's been using in repair projects and stuff that he wants to get stored away, and so we never really did an official cleaning of the porch after winter this year, and I guess today's the day. But fortunately, I think he's going to be doing most of that. And then we're going to barbecue ribs. I got a watermelon. Traditional food for a picnic, a holiday meal. Sounds good, doesn't it? I hope the watermelon's good. Never know when you buy one. So I'm going to spin till I get this blue done. If it's less than 2 hours, I'm going to end early. If it's more, I'll go and get it, because I really want to get this done. I have decided that I am not going to do the Shetland locks on this. I'm gonna do it on the Roberta. Ouch. That was an owie. That was a sharp little piece of vegetable matter. I thought I would get other stuff done yesterday, but ended up doing housework. I was talking about taking projects down to Florida with me to finish. I actually have a partial bag that way already packed. I have two pairs of Sock Madness socks that were uh, knit to their specs, so they're way too big for me. I've marked, I got smart and started putting a lifeline in where it would normally fit me right. So all I have to do is open up the toe and take it back to that lifeline and then re-knit a toe. I don't know if I'm going to worry about trying to find the same pattern. I probably have it in Knit Companion so that I can get the directions for the toe. But, you know, otherwise I'll just do some kind of standard toe. So I have those. I mean, there's a number of things like that in my... These are things that need to get done bag. I also never finished the project where I have all the breed study samples that I was going to knit into something that I can embroider the name on and then hang or join together or do something with. I've just been making squares, so I have that too. And the only reason I'm talking about even trying to finish any of these is because I pretty much have proved I'm not going to do it here. But if I take it with me and it's the only thing I have to do, I'll do it. In other words, I'm not going to have spinning to do, and I'm not going to take a big project to work on. So, I have plenty of choices. You're about halfway through spinning a sweater's quantity of black alpaca. I did not see the ply ball. Sorry, I haven't checked Discord. Is that where it is, Discord? Black. How you doing with it being black? I mean, I love black. And alpaca, black alpaca is beautiful. It's just like, is it bugging you to, because, you know, I always used to laugh when people would say, "Oh, I hate to, but I can't knit with black. I just can't see. I can't see." And you know, now it does. It's true for me now because of probably because of my cataracts. So yeah, there are, you know, I'm not saying everybody has that trouble. So, and yes, I love black alpaca. I don't mind if spinning black isn't a deal. That's no problem. I'm carding a bunch of black Shetland, which means I'm going to spin a bunch of black Shetland, which is fine, and then I probably ought to knit with it, and I'm not so sure I want to. But the fleece I bought a while ago, I called it my yin yang fleece because it was half of it was black, literally half was black and half was white. I don't know what that sheep looked like, but probably looked like he sat in an inkwell or something. I don't know. So I'm doing the black part right now. Oh, it's in Snoring Cats. Okay, I'll check that out. Thank you for letting me know that. Yeah. You purchased a whole blanket fleece of raw black alpaca last September. Oh, good for you. That sounds wonderful. It seems like the majority of alpaca that I have is light color. I ended up with a bunch of alpacas that somebody gave my husband when my husband was still working. He fixed appliances and he went to an alpaca farm. He talks all the time while he's working on stuff with the people that are there, because when you have somebody come work on your appliance, you have a tendency to want to stand there and watch them, which, at first he was saying, like, I wish they wouldn't do that, but then he learned to start talking to them, and it kind of helped him get over that. But anyway, in the process of talking to them, because he knew they lived out in the country, he says, "You have any animals?" And they said, "Yeah, we have alpaca." And then, from then on, it was all about alpacas and spinning, and my wife spins, and he came home with 4 bags of alpaca fleece blankets. And most of it was tan and that reddish tan color. And I hate to say it, but I still have a lot of that because I really don't process alpaca like I do wool. Once I get the new drum carder cloth on, I'll go back to making alpaca bats. Maybe I'll make next year the year of alpaca. I've always liked focused goals for the year. Yeah, and it's from that fleece. So far it hasn't been a problem, but I haven't tried knitting or crocheting yet. Yeah, the processing and the spinning shouldn't be a problem. The little towel just does not want to stay on my lap with treadling just one leg. The movement of one leg and the other, it just keeps shifting around. Oh, that's wonderful. It should spin really nice if you've combed it. Yeah. I remember your homemade combs. I remember that. That's pretty cool. You have a very good point. I say I carded alpaca, but now I have a different set of combs than I had when I was doing. And I think that alpaca would work real good on the set of combs I have now. Because they are two tines, and they're pretty good with. It just depends how short it is, short or long. Surrey is a lot harder to work with than Wakaya. You can get some pretty long alpaca from the back on the blanket, across the back. You can get some pretty good alpaca. probably should give up on the towel, but I thought it showed the fiber better, but really that part of me is not really in the camera. This reminds me of when people make rag rugs out of denim jeans and t-shirts. Uh-oh. Oh, did I pulled my fiber through the... Shame on me. Oh well. Accidentally treadled. It wasn't attached. Every orifice hook you ever had improvised from a paper clip. Right? You saw my orifice hook. That was a gift from somewhere. I forget. But yeah. Oh, I know. I mean, if it does what it's supposed to do, why not? It's okay. It works. Whatever works. Uh, okay, so let's talk about that. My Roberta has a built-in one, right? It just they made to look like the Roberta. And the Nano has the little metal that's magnetic, so it sticks to that, right? So that's just a little metal one. The only one that doesn't have one is the Ara, and they made those great big self, spiral, even through the orifice, right? There's no actual orifice, so it doesn't need one. You just come through it, and it's big, and then you wrap it around, and it self-threads. Just a bit of wire to hook the fiber, yeah, right. So this one here, I believe I have another one somewhere that is not in use. It's with my, I think it's with my knitting needles and stuff. But my point is that they were more commonly used, and the designers have gotten away from the need of an orifice hook. There's no way you could do this without an orifice hook, and this is from the 70s, right? This Ashford is from the 70s, when they were first pretty much trying to bring new wheels back. I mean, people had antique wheels, but the industry was developing that where there were people who were making new wheels. It was missing the orifice hook when you got it. Yeah, you had to make one out. That you could really make out of a paper clip. I mean, if it's long enough, it should be. Get one of the bigger ones. Yeah, calling it the electric eel wheel, EEW. I always see that as ew. Oh, you just borrowed the one for the. Yeah. Well, that's absolutely perfectly used. You can't spin both wheels at the same time. I was writing a letter to my friend in California who is not computer savvy, has no idea about my streaming and all that. So I was trying to explain it to her in the letter. It's like, I wonder if this makes any sense to her. I talk, everybody else types. I spin, everybody watches while they do something else. Yeah. It's live, but you don't have to catch me live. You can catch it later. Yeah, I know. Never did tell my mom about even the podcast. I really never even told her about all of that because she just had. There were two things going on. She'd had no computer literacy experience at all. But the other thing is she would get, because of her vision, that was what kept her from having that. And she got real sad about, the world is doing this and I can't do it, right? And I'm missing out on all these pictures. And so she knew what she was missing and it made her sad. So I didn't talk about it too much. I did get her in the last 2 years of her life what was called a grandfather patent. It was put out by AARP, and it was supposedly a very simplistic tablet that senior citizens could use, set up in a real large icon format, and it had some games on it. And I showed her how to see the pictures, and I sent the family the link, and the family could post. I would, as the setup person, I could say who could send links to it, or pictures to it. So it gave her a little bit of an opportunity to see some pictures, but she had a hard time seeing them. She really, it just was not enough for her to be able to see. It was just not big enough for. It isn't big, as she was fond of saying. She had macular degeneration. It wasn't. It was not that it needed to be bigger. Her vision was a pinpoint. So if you think about what you see when you look out, she would be seeing a pinpoint right in front of her. That was the only vision she had left. And you know that you could not begin to do internet or anything with that kind of vision. I have, unfortunately, a reasonable chance of developing the same thing. It is hereditary. I have, of course, been periodically checked. Every time I go to an eye doctor, I go to an ophthalmologist to be checked so they can look back there at the macular. But so far so good. No problems. But both her parents had it, and she got it. Only she had it, my dad did not, so I have a 50% chance. Unlike her, where it was pretty much she couldn't not get it. They both had it. I may talk about more about my mom this year. I mean, right now, her birthday was July 14th. Would have been. I mean, I think of her around that date. Oh, look at that. I got more drop frames. When did that happen? Oh, okay. So it was all happening right when I started. It hasn't happened since then, so that's good. Could be our internet too. Trying to find a more comfortable position on the treadle here. There we go. Forward is better. Or forward is better. Hi, Crafty Mom. Happy holiday. If you're in the U.S., welcome. Hope you're having a good start to your day. This is a very pleasant way to start a day. Sit and spin for a couple hours. Of course, it's a very pleasant way to end a day, too. Southern Oregon, okay. Oh, wow, a firecracker baby. I bet that put a dent in your mother's plans. Probably didn't have plans. My grandpa, maternal grandpa, used to tell us, he said his birthday was Christmas. He said it was, I mean, he was 92 or 3 when he passed away, and he passed away quite a few years ago. So, you know, it was before 1900, and record keeping wasn't real good. And he said, the only reason I know it's Christmas is Mom says the doctor was drunk. He said otherwise I wouldn't be real sure if I actually was born on Christmas or not. I'm like, okay, that's a family legend. Who knows if that was true or not, but according to his mother, it was Christmas. Okay. Take care. Have a good day. Knots. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time. Have a wonderful day. I will say it makes it easier to remember when it's on a holiday. I cannot remember when my grandmother's, his wife's birthday was at all. I'm thinking June, but I can't be sure. When you were really little, you couldn't understand why they had fireworks for your brother's birthday and not for you. Oh. Oh man. I would be that way too. Of course, that was probably the day before you actually could buy at least a sparkler or two, you know. Here's your fireworks. We've been having fireworks all week, the neighborhood. A lot of them last night. I mean, there's so many places to buy fireworks, and people spend a lot of money on them. don't know. I'm getting so close here, but I guess it's all going to go on that bobbin. That's what I want, or hope. Fireworks started 2 weeks ago here, and they'll keep going either until they run out or the cops finally cite people enough for the word to spread. Yeah. It doesn't bother me. I can hear them in the house. We don't have the windows open, but I can hear them in the house. But because it's not excessive, I mean, they are very half an hour. The thing that makes it bad is it doesn't get dark till 10 o'clock, right? So it's usually around 10:30 that they do it, but it's usually only about a half an hour. And a lot of them we can see. Hubby has bought some in the past and shot them off for my grandson, but it turns out he's not real fond of them. So we stopped buying them. He likes firecrackers. And he likes Snap Pops. Loves Snap Pops. Yeah, it is. It drives. It only bothers you because it drives your dogs crazy. Yeah, and people shoot guns. Oh, joy of all joys. Yeah. Okay. I have a neighbor somewhere. I don't know where. I swear he has a cannon. I mean, really, it sounds like he shoots a cannon. Not often. Not often, but I don't know if he's a reenactor or what, but and you know what? I can hear Fort Knox. Where I live, I'm close to Fort Knox, so yeah, I hear them all the time. Kind of used to it. We don't have any dogs anymore. Have stuck to cats. I have been thinking about getting one of those pet feeders that dispenses food routinely. I mean, on a routine timer thing. Kind of costly. And I'd have to put it on my porch because um, we have this porch cat now. And when we go to Florida, my daughter cannot get out here every day. And it's okay with the inside cat because she can put out, 2 bowls of dry food and that'll stay good. 2 bowls of water, that'll be fine. He gets canned food when she comes out, which is every couple days, which is okay because, that's extra, right? That's extra. Um, the porch is a feeding station for everything. I mean, raccoons, possums, birds even will swipe cat food. So, yeah, it'll come out and it'll be available for all those critters, but if I can do it so that it comes out maybe 3 times a day or something like that, I can feel pretty sure that that cat will get some of it. I mean, cats are smart. It'll learn. It sits there and watches the food bowl anyway. I mean, seriously, I have never seen a cat. I don't know. I don't know if it was close to starvation when it finally appeared with us or what, but I have never seen a cat be so food conscious as that cat is. What do we got going on here? Oh my gosh. Where you live before some bright person decided to put a stick of dynamite in the dumpster. Oh my gosh. That's scary. Alright, I need to take a break here. And again, why isn't the air running? This treadling business makes me work up a sweat. It did yesterday too. I think I'm going to put the Be Right Back on and go turn the I'm going to go turn the air conditioner on. Turn it down. Whew. I'm back. It was up to 77 degrees. No wonder I was warm. But I haven't had that problem for years and years, because that was a menopause thing. And it's been a long time. Been a crone for a long time. Okay, let's get back to spinning here. I will be much happier and more comfortable. Sounds like Pokemon music. Doesn't it? Didn't it? Mario. I mean Mario. Yeah, it sounds like Mario music. You know, that is the one thing. I do all my gaming on my iPad. We do not have a gaming system. I thought about getting it. If my grandson was out here more, I would, but he's not out here enough to really justify it. And I don't need another diversion. I got plenty of games that I play on my iPad, so. Alright, so that's Mario, Bossa Nova Mario. Wow, bobbin's getting full. I may have to set this aside and ply this with what I have on the Roberta bobbins and spin the remainder on the Roberta. Split it up. We'll see. Just don't know how much more I'm going to be able to get on there. How well it will keep turning. I can make my Roberta bobbins really full, but some spinning wheels get finicky and the bobbin gets too full. You posted a picture of your latest project. Okay. Where's my Discord? There it is. Gosh. I was in Snoring Cat and somebody, who posted that? Tessalina posted that you're saving Europe's cutest bird. Oh my gosh, that owl is so adorable. I was watching that. What's going on here? There we go. Oh, I love that square with the cable work. Singles for 3-ply DK weight. The swatch is one of the cables for the sweater you want to make. Oh, that is beautiful. Traditional Aran. I mean, and what is the fiber? You can just tell me. You don't have to put it on Discord. It's a wonderful white fiber. That looks. And what kind of wheel do you have there? I don't know why I thought you were spinning on the Nano. That is so pretty. I love traditional Aran work and white, traditional Aran wool yarn. Gosh, I have a whole tub of it. It's commercial. I mean, I didn't spin it. It's commercial. And I think it's wool. It's 100% wool. I made hubby a sweater, and he doesn't really like it, so he doesn't wear it, and it's too, I can wear it. It's very heavy and very warm, and so don't wear it very often. Oh, it's a mutt sheep wool. No idea what the breed is. It's beautiful. I mean, that nice color, nice thin yarn. I mean, it's really nice. So let's hear it from Mutt Sheep. Oh Lord, I hope that isn't where the word mutton came from. Thank you for posting that. I love seeing pictures. What everybody's working on. I have my iPad here. I probably ought to put a picture of this bobbin. Oh, now see, it's not pulling in. Where do we get stuck? Is it this? Okay. Just had to adjust the pull-in. Like I said, I don't know how full I can get this bobbin. This is considered a lace flyer. It's not really, I'm not really spinning lace weight. You know, so it will feel. One cross and spun. Didn't see much difference, but it could have been the fiber I was using too. I had a tendency to spin a lot of merino when I first was messing with a lot of experiments and learning and everything, because I thought that was the thing you spin. I, have since learned that there are many fibers that are actually better for spinning than merino. Holly, hello. Welcome. Oh, I got a bad join there. Start over. You've been promised a Target fleece for next year. Oh, can't wait to try it. Yes. I got a fleece out during June when I was doing all my prep work for tier de fleece that I thought I would get washed. I haven't gotten it washed. I need to actually stick it back out of the way. It's still sitting in the dining room. I'm not going to do anything during July and the first part of August, so it's going to be 6 weeks before I get to it. I think it's the fleece I bought at Soar. I went to Soar, I think. Not Soar. SAF. When I last went to SAF. Soar hasn't happened for a long time. Well, welcome back. I am trying to see if I can get this bobbin to put everything I have to spin on it. I'm not sure it's gonna. It's getting very hard to triddle. And I'm not sure I'm getting enough twist, quite honestly. It's doubling back on itself pretty good. Thank you, Veggie. Oh, I appreciate that. You have access to some different stickers if you are interested. We'll look into that. Thank you very much. And welcome. I hope you're having a good holiday. Probably hot as a firecracker. Oh, take that, ads. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. But you are right. Annoying ads. So, did you hear me? Have a happy 4th. I hope it's not too hot for you. We are 83 at noon. No, it's a little afternoon, 12:30. But I'm sure in the sun it is very warm. Okay. Just subscribe and run. I'll see if I care. No. I'm getting hungry. It's lunchtime. Just need a little snack because we're going to have a big supper. Next thing I'm going to be spinning is back there on the bed behind me. You probably can't see it, but it's Romney bats that I carded. I believe I'll self-apply it. It's not going to be a real big skein. It's a real pretty brown color, and I just want plain brown yarn to use with something else. You run away too. Nobody caught you. Oh man, I just do not think I'm going to get all this on this bobbin. That's what I got left so far. What's this right here? It's getting really hard to treadle to get it to feed on. So, show of hands, who's sitting by the swimming pool watching Twitch? Not me. Although I certainly could go for a pina colada right about now. You wish. It would be nice. One of the hotels we went to stay at in the town near here for our occasional weekend getaways, we go local, and it had a rooftop pool. Yeah, that really was nice, and it had a jacuzzi too, but and it had a bar. So, you know, the rooftop thing was cool. It was not shaded at all. I mean, in this we have bright sun and heat and everything. You could get sunburn pretty easy. Yeah, sunburn, but it was somewhat overcast when we were there. It's been a while ago, and so I took advantage and did some pool time. My husband is a Pisces, and he refuses to get in pools. He hates the water. Go figure. Just, yeah. Just because he's a water sign. You get some strange looks that you could walk the wheel to the pool. That's what the little Nano's for. I mean, seriously, that's what the little Nano's for. Oh, yeah. You'd go for a margarita? You could use a drink or four to cope with family. I'm sorry, not. Oh, man, that just goes with the holidays sometimes. Lex is the same? About pools? Yeah? Yeah. I don't know what it is. I've tried making pina coladas and what's the other one? By buying mainly the pina colada, because you buy that coconut milk mix, but you gotta put it with your ice, right? And we have a snow cone maker. Don't ask. It wasn't mine. Hubby appeared with it one day when he was working a couple years ago, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But it makes this, that slushy ice. But it just isn't the same. I don't know. You need a blender that you put the pina colada mix in there and then just grind the heck out of the ice. That's a pina colada, right? And so I've kind of don't make them at home, really. Once that bottle of stuff was gone, I just never bought more. And I truly don't think about it when we go out or go to a bar. It's not like that's what I order, unless it's hot like this and it's in the afternoon. And yeah, the last time I had that was we were in Florida, and we went over to the Gulf Coast and in Hudson on the Gulf Coast and stayed for 2 days. And that's when I drank pina coladas last. I think that was in March. Unfortunately, you have to go to a family thing with the in-laws. I'd rather stay home and spend. I get you. I get exactly what you mean. I don't have in-laws anymore, so just hang in there. Hi, Dan. Snow cone machine. Spike snow cones is it. You got that right. I can't say we haven't done that. I mean, it does a good job making that crushed ice. It doesn't last at all. I mean, it melts in a heartbeat. You have to give yourself brain freeze. Now, what I haven't tried, and I'm just thinking out loud here, is to make that snow cone ice and mix it with something alcoholic and stick it back in the freezer, right? I have one recipe for a cocktail that does that with blackberries. You make a blackberry syrup and flavor the ice and freeze it again. But then it's probably really is hard to drink because it's so frozen, so cold. Nod agrees with you. Oh, your guess may be Pisces or cats. That's a good one, Veggie. Yeah, very possible. All right, we're finishing this. And not a minute too soon here. Probably going to be about 8 poles off of here. All right. Next one we're finishing it. I don't like to put too many on there. Thing. They run into each other. I end up spinning 2 together. Okay, I have a really quiet tick on this wheel, and I'm hearing, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And now I can't unhear it. It wouldn't be surprised me if cats pretended to be fish to infiltrate the food supply. Yeah. Little diving suit. So tomorrow, being Wednesday, is not a day I normally stream. I will be streaming at 10 to 12, as I have made it a thing to On days that I'm not normally streaming for the Turtle Fleece, I'm doing 10 to noon. Keeping my schedule that everybody's sort of used to on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. That's to let me get some streaming time in. I am trying to stream every day. I don't know how it'll go. Not gonna be upset if I don't, but there's no reason if I do it at that time, it will not interfere with our daily kind of plans. One of the things, like I'm going to be mowing this afternoon. Hubby is, I think I've already said this, but his project is cleaning the front porch. But mowing is an afternoon thing. We have to let the dew dry. We never mow until afternoon anyway. We don't usually schedule things and go anyplace till afternoon because we're both slow movers in the morning and would prefer not to have to get up and go early. We will do it, but let me tell you, when we fly to go on a cruise, that is hard. We usually have to leave the house at 6 o'clock. And when we go down to Florida, we try to leave, but we don't do it in one day drive anyway, so I'm not as worried about it. Leaving as early, if we're off by 9:30, that's usually pretty good. It gets us past Atlanta, which is about where we want to be anyway. It's about halfway. Mom's house is not like you cross the Florida border and you're almost there. Florida is such a long state that you cross the Florida border, you still have another day's drive practically. Okay, well, good seeing you, Holly. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you as a subscriber too. Thank you. Veggie, did you look at the emotes? There should be some available for subscribers. Might be, maybe that's stickers. I'm not sure. I think I set up emotes too. It's been a while since I worked on that. Yep, there you go. much time this music has left here. Ooh, we're just gonna make it. That's good because I want to finish this and then we'll take a look and see if there's somebody to raid. Love it when a plan works out. I mean, I have two bobbins from the Roberta with this, and I did, I could ply those two bobbins together because I do intend to self-ply this, but I thought, oh, maybe I should try this 4 ounces. This was 8 ounces total. Gosh, it seems never ending, I'll tell you. I thought maybe I should try this on the Woolly Winder Ashford and have it as the plying bobbin. So that's what came together. It's going to be a lot of plying.
And now to something new and exciting in the AI
And that was it.
Ago. It's a new product
It beat
that
me.
offers personalized generative AI. It brings the power of artificial
did not get 100% even bobbin with this woolly winder, which is interesting. I have a dip, not, not a big dip, but I have a less filled area back towards the back, not next to the bobbin, but close to it. I don't know if you can see this right here. You can't really tell it on the camera. Certainly better than I would have done. I will say this is the fullest I've ever filled one of these woolly winder bobbins. So this is 4 ounces. I can safely, unless I'm spinning purposely bulky or something, but my routine spinning, I can get 4 ounces on a bobbin. That's kind of helpful to know. I was hoping. Go, Flare, go! The spinner here is running out of oomph too. I'm ready to be done. As far as I know, there's no reports of exploded flyers, so I am going to continue. The absolute worst is that it just won't turn anymore. 3 more. Maybe it'll fill that dip end back there. Just hang out there. You wish you could go walk outside with your spindle, but it's so hot. You'll feel the wool, yeah, with sweaty hands. Oh, been there, done that. I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, we are at midpoint here. Yeah, that's why I've chosen to spin on another wheel tomorrow. I think I need to either get back to the double treadle or my electric. There's a piece of Kemp. Big old white Kemp. Right there. Yeah, it's Kemp. It's feels like plastic. You were thinking early morning spinning. It's already high 70s, 80s. Super early. Nope. Yeah, it's when you first popped on, I was like, "Oh, how you doing?" Because I've heard the heat in that certain sections of the United States is unbearable. We haven't had that. We've had heat, but not out of the ordinary. Dangerous. They show pictures, somebody baking trays of cookies on the dashboard in their car. I said, well, that's not a bad idea. They look done, too. I don't know, maybe they baked them in the house and stuck them there, but they looked done. I'm like, wow. I know they always are showing eggs on the pavement and stuff like that, but I'd never seen anybody do cookies in a car before. Oh, this is a short one. We are almost done. Almost. And there's, okay, the poor puppy dogs and everything. It's hard for them, too. They have to walk on the sidewalk and stuff. Our porch cat. Now, our porch faces north, and it's always shaded, and, it's ideal for summer because it is always cool. But the cats stretch out on the concrete, and I'm sure dogs do too, to be cool. I mean, they look like somebody ironed them, Flat cat. All right. Can we have a round of applause? Yay! 'Tis done, except for the plane. That makes me really, really happy. Lily doesn't get out much for walks in this. Yeah, you can definitely avoid blacktop. Yeah. All right. See if I can move a little closer here. Get my feet in the right place. And we'll close this up for the day. I did it! All right. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Veggie, Kay, I call you all out. Knots, you were around the longest, all of you. Thank you very, very much. And I will be back tomorrow, like I said, from 10 to 12. And, that's good for me too, because let me tell you, I can I can dawdle in the morning. I mean, I can look up and it's noon, right? And I'm like, oh, well, I've had some coffee. You know? Holly, you're still here. Thank you again for being a subscriber, and Veggie too, and everybody else who supports me. I will see you. Guitar Nut, I'm leaving. What you been doing? You been plucking rabbits? Crafty Mom, thank you. I forgot about you. Thank you. Thank you. Are they shedding, Guitar Nut? I can talk a minute. Are they shedding? Are your rabbits molding from heat? Yeah, let's see here. Put this over here too. Oh, okay. They are shedding like crazy. Okay, well that kind of makes sense. You're smoking meat for a little barbecue this afternoon. We're doing ribs. I don't have a smoker though. I have to pre-cook the ribs a little bit in the oven, and then we take them out on a grill and slather them with sauce and do them that way. Hubby can kind of put them on an upper rack part of the grill. It's a charcoal grill though. So. All right. Yes, hi and bye. Everybody, take care. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.